Isaiah's Halloween Adventure. Isaiah looked at himself in the mirror and snapped his suspenders. His red shirt and worn-in jeans made a perfect scarecrow costume. It's Halloween, my favorite day of the year. A few minutes later, Isaiah watched as a skeleton, a clown, and an alien approached his door. "Trick or treat," they shouted. It was Jacob, Brianna, and Chloe dressed in cool costumes and ready to trick or treat. Jacob was wearing a big puffy wig, as orange as a pumpkin. Brianna was dressed in a black sweatsuit with glow-in-the-dark bones painted on it. She looked like a skeleton that had wandered out of the graveyard. "Take me to your leader," joked Chloe. She was dressed as an alien. White pillowcases and markers were sprawled out on the kitchen table. "Do you want to make treat sacks?" said Isaiah. The kids trick-or-treated up and down the streets until their treat sacks bulged with goodies. "We've been to every house except the old mansion around the corner," said Isaiah. "They say it's haunted," said Jacob. "The only light I see is a lonely candle burning in the window," said Brianna. "I don't think it's a good idea." "Are you afraid?" said Chloe. "I say we check it out." As the kids approached the front, Isaiah saw the door crack open. The kids slowly walked up to the front door and whoosh! Cold air circled them and the door slammed shut. Isaiah was brave and crept down the hallway. "What is this?" Jacob wondered why there were 4 doors. "Good evening," a deep voice said. "Open the white door." Isaiah replied, "Who are you? I'm not opening anything unless I see you." Another cool breeze carried the children through the white door. Cobwebs were stretched all over the room. Ghosts flew round and round, faster and faster, causing a roaring wind. This blew the door open and the kids ran into the hall. As they looked around, Isaiah noticed Chloe was gone. "Where's Chloe?" asked Isaiah. "She was in there with us when we saw the ghosts," said Jacob. "I saw her run into the hall," said Brianna. "Let's go find her." "Now you must enter the purple door," moaned the deep voice. The kids were surrounded by flying bats, and a sliver of moonlight shone through the broken window. They saw a figure standing before them. "Greetings, I am Dracula. Come with me and I will introduce you to my friends." "No thanks," said Jacob. Jacob inched his way along the wall and found the door. The kids escaped into the hall again. "Jacob, where did Brianna go?" cried Isaiah. "I don't know. She's gone now too," said Jacob. Just then the deep voice started to rumble. "There are 2 more doors. To find your friends, enter the green door." There were some hollowing and heavy footsteps behind the green door. As they entered, an enormous green man appeared. He had screws and bolts sticking out of his neck. "You must be Frankenstein," said Isaiah. Jacob and Isaiah didn't want to stick around and see what other body parts Frankenstein had to show them. "Run, Jacob!" yelled Isaiah. When he was safe out in the hallway, Isaiah realized he was alone. "Jacob, where are you?" he yelled. "Tell me where my friends are," Isaiah cried. "The answer you seek are behind the black door," said the voice. Isaiah felt a shove and found himself inside a dark room, standing next to a crackling witch. Black cats hissed at him, and angry jack-o'-lanterns glowed. "Do you know where they are?" asked Isaiah. "The man with the deep voice knows exactly where they are. Take his hand and he'll lead them to you," the witch replied. It was a mummy, and he was holding out his hand to him. Isaiah screamed and ran. The mummy chased him down the steps. He ran as fast as he could, but he was right behind him. At the bottom of the stairs, light blazed behind a large wooden door. Isaiah quickly pushed the door open and, "Happy Halloween, Isaiah!" Jacob bobbed for apples, and Brianna played pin the tail on the black cat. Chloe was dancing with Frankenstein, and Dracula was there too. It was a wonderful Halloween party. Everyone was dancing and having fun. As the party came to a close, Isaiah and his friends said goodbye to their new friends from the scary house. Isaiah said, "Thanks so much, friends. You made this a Halloween we will never forget." "Hooray for friends and parties," said Isaiah. "I really did have a haunted Halloween."